So how can you cheat at skateboarding with this little heart-shaped device? So I'll have clips scattered throughout the video, but mostly at the end. It's really easy to use this to learn blunt to fakies if you're scared to commit to them. So when you're 230 pounds, these things are really hard to secure. So you're gonna have to use some kind of metal, because this metal wire, this Zipline, will cut right through wood. No matter how many layers of anything else I put there, there has to be some kind of metal. You have to use some long screws from Lowe's or Home Depot, and they have to go into studs in the wall to hold this. This has to be super strong. If it's just in the drywall, it's gonna pull right out of the drywall. If you have a beam like this, that would be really cool and really helpful. That's gonna help hold it. If you wanna just go straight into this, but if you wanna go all the way across your basement, then you wouldn't be able to pin it in here. A lot of these zip lines are like super long because people don't usually zip line for like 20 feet. They usually zip line for like 100 feet. So you use a clip to hold the rest of it up here and then kind of put it down behind this masonite. All right, so it's a disaster over here. So I'm really heavy. So I've got this clip here holding it tight and several things pulled out. I had this bar here holding it. Well, that broke, as you can see here. You can only go so far into this wall because you hit the outside of the house. So you gotta put some washers there. This big heavy metal rail was the only thing strong enough to hold it on this side. So the extra wire from that I looped back through here just to really keep it tight. So I use these carabiners to connect that device to a metal bar. If you have like a Bowflex or something, you probably have some of these. You just hold on to one of these, or you can hold on to the little one-handed handles. Those are a little more comfortable. Here's the one-handed handle thing that I was using for the slackline one. It was in my car because I'm planning on using that again. It was pretty fun. All right, so the slackline I used in the last video was much easier because the skate park already has those strong metal guards, or wood in some cases, to hold on to. Here, you have to like destroy your house in order to get it to work. So yeah, basically just stick it over there like that. You clip it all together, you hold on, and go for it. You can do like anything, basically. So I'm being purposefully deceptive here. I'm only showing my feet and my calves and a little bit of my knees because I want it to look like I'm just skating normal. But actually, I'm holding on to that big metal bar. I didn't show that because it would look kind of silly. It looks really weird when you're holding on to a big metal bar and skating. In some of these clips, I'm just holding on to the little one-handed thing. So I let my other hand dangle. And those clips look a little bit more realistic, a little more natural. You can kind of see how unnatural this looks. My hands aren't coming down around my upper thighs when I'm landing, which they normally do. My arms hang almost to my knees normally, so that's a dead giveaway that I'm actually holding on to something, because I do have arms. Some people don't, and that's okay. I hope this was helpful to somebody. If you enjoyed this video, go down into the description, find these products, buy something from my Amazon affiliate links, scroll through my channel, check out my other videos, and hit the subscribe button because I got a lot more videos to come. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, and I'm selling all the stuff from this video because I'm not going to use it anymore. So check the description for that. I might have it listed on eBay by the time I put this up. I gotta take all this stuff down. It's gonna look so bad, but I'm working on a mini ramp, so that'll be fun. I'm also working on a butter bench type ledge too. Also back there, I found my original piece of metal I used to use for a curb cover, like 10 years before curb cover existed. So here's my paddle boards. I've been using those a lot lately. So we've got this ledge up at an angle so you can lock in a little bit better. I don't know why ledges aren't like that anyway. I sold that thing to Grant from Georgetown. I don't actually have any of this stuff anymore. I sold him that element bench too, and that quarter pipe I took apart because it wasn't that great. I sold John the element flat bar there. Is that a hospital flip or a Casper flip? I missed it. That was the most awkward heel flip I've ever seen. I can do a tray flip so much better without this device. The fakie flip was kind of good. Or that was a nollie flip, wasn't it? That was a nollie flip. I still missed that. Was that a Casper or hospital? So a hospital doesn't use the back foot. The Casper taps with the back foot. I should do a how to 3-shove video. I did one of those the other day. Oh man, that was still a terrible frontside flip, even with this special help. So I tried to be Dan Corrigan here for a little while. I don't look like Dan Corrigan. We did some of the board slide hurricanes. They're really fun. This thing is super fun because you don't get hurt. I don't like getting hurt. You could just wear pads. That would basically be the same thing, but way easier. So these are clips from the original video I did with the slack line. The slack line was much safer because it's a slack line and it's not a piece of metal, So this was more fun because it was outside and I like the sun. And with these clips, I had that guardrail back there, the rail from the mini ramp to use to hold it, so it's much easier to install. It's almost impossible to install this into your house, but yeah, it was much more fun at the skate park. It would be so much harder to put the slack line out there. The Zipline, it's just so much easier. It's so convenient. They really should sell those. I'd like to, but I don't want the liability because it actually still is dangerous. You could get hurt. You need some upper body strength to do this. But it was fun. So check out the Amazon affiliate links in the description below if you want to know what I'm using to film my videos now. The audio you're listening to is an iPhone 16 Pro Max. And we're actually using CapCut to edit this. It works really good for voiceovers like this. It's great app. So yeah, I think some of this skating is actually believable. And some of it's kind of far-fetched. I could do a 3 flip over that in real life, and it wouldn't look much different than that. I probably couldn't land a heel flip over it though.